Jambo everyone, I trust you're all keeping well and safe. Karibu sana to our 11th episode of Safari Frame by Explore Safaris. My name is Myra and Safari is our game. Today again I have with me Bosco, who's going to be my co-host in this episode.
Sure.
Welcome Bosco.
Asante sana Myra. Karibu to Safari Frame.
Alright, so today we decided that we're going to talk about a few of the lakes on the Rift Valley region of Kenya.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yes.
So where do you want us to start from?
Okay, today I want us to start with the lake which is much closer to Nairobi.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Lake Naivasha.
Okay.
Yes. So Lake Naivasha is approximately the distance from Nairobi to Lake Naivasha.
Mm-hmm.
It's approximately 98. But this one depends on the route that you're going to use. We have two routes to Lake Naivasha.
All right.
We have the highway,
Mm-hmm.
which is a little bit longer by some few kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the Nairobi Mamayu Road,
Okay.
which you go a little bit down to the escarpment.
I hear it's a beautiful scenery.
It's a beautiful scenery, which you need to see. So let's say first talk about the journey.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start, maybe when you're coming from Nairobi,
Yeah.
it's good to make a stopover at the escarpment,
Mm-hmm.
where you're going to see the Great Rift Valley.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is something that you need to do even before getting to the lake.
Interesting.
Yes.
So the scenery is nice and beautiful.
Scenery is nice,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a beautiful safari.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it will take you approximately about 2 hours from Nairobi.
All right.
So it's not that far.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
it depends on the traffic
Mm-hmm.
and the number of stops that you're going to make.
Yeah.
Yes. And as you know about the Great Rift Valley,
Yeah.
it's a big valley which is not visible in most of the areas.
Okay.
But as you go down that road,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be able to see it,
Mm-hmm.
because the road is passing at the escarpment on the top.
Ah.
So there's a very big valley
Okay.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why people normally stop there and have a look at it.
And I know that the Rift Valley is quite long. From where does it start to where does it end?
Yeah, Rift Valley starts all the way from the Red Sea,
Okay.
which is like in Asia,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes down to Mozambique. This is about almost 6,000 kilometers.
Oh, that's really long.
It's
Huh?
quite long.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite long.
Mm-hmm.
And we are lucky it passes through Kenya.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Okay.
So Lake Naivasha
Mm-hmm.
is one of the lakes which are found in the Rift Valley.
Okay.
And it's funny because most of the lake, like all the other lakes which are found there,
Yeah.
they are alkaline.
Uh-huh.
But Lake Naivasha is fresh.
Really? That's
Yeah.
very interesting.
It's fresh.
Uh-huh.
Simply because it has an underground outlet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fed by by the major river, which is the River Malewa.
Okay.
Yeah. But it does not have any physical outlet. There's no river which you'll see flowing outside.
Oh, that's very, very interesting. So everything is underground?
Yeah. The outlet is underground.
Inlet and outlet?
No. Inlet, there's a river.
Okay.
The River Malewa.
But outlet is an
It's
underground?
underground.
Wow, that's quite interesting.
Yes. So being a freshwater lake, it is very important to the ecosystem there.
Uh-huh.
So we'll find there's a lot of bird life.
Mm-hmm.
You have quite a lot of animals,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of fish inside the lake, hippos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, big animal. Okay. All right. And if being a freshwater, you've said there's a lot of wildlife and everything. Are there any activities one can do on the lake?
Sure, there is.
Mm-hmm.
the boat ride.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's a very fascinating activity, and many people like to do it because they use the motor boat boats, and as you do the boat ride, you'll be able to see, to get closer to maybe the hippos, get closer to water birds.
Okay.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of pelicans, those fish-eating birds. They are quite many there. We have the cormorants. We have the fish eagle.
Have you seen a fish eagle in action?
I have done it. I've seen it, Mira, and I think it's something that everyone should see. And one thing, the guys, the riders, they normally get the fish from the fishermen, because we have quite a lot of fishermen in the lake.
Okay, okay.
Then they will carry them the fish, and when they see the fish go hovering up there, they will throw the fish, and then you'll be able to see
it in action.
In action.
Wow, but they must be having very good eyesight.
Yeah, it has a good eyesight. You can see almost like 5 miles.
Wow.
From up there, yeah.
That's
be able to spot a fish.
A fish in water. That's just amazing. I guess nature is very interesting.
Nature is interesting. It's very interesting. Yes. And the hippos, very many. And also something else you can see, as you go on with your boat ride. Yeah. It's like there's a sanctuary, animal sanctuary, so you'll be able to see giraffes, zebras, water birds.
Wow.
It's just like a safari. That's why people normally call it a boat safari.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you'll be able to see a lot. Yeah.
Okay, what else?
And also in Lake Naivasha, we also have the Crescent Island.
Okay.
Yes. It's just a rough-looking island, a small one. And the funny thing, it has some animals, and the people normally go there and do walk safaris.
With wild
walking safari.
Oh, that's interesting. But I hope there are no lions there.
No, we don't have the dangerous animals like the lion. We don't have the buffalo. Yeah, but it has the other animals like giraffes, zebras, antelopes, waterbirds. Yeah.
So you get to walk.
And you just go with on your boat. You get out. You get on the highland. Then you walk as you see animals in a very close range.
Wow, that must be pretty amazing.
Yeah, and did you know that the Crescent Highland, those animals, they were not original there. They were brought there for the purpose of shooting a movie.
Yes, I do remember.
I know you have an idea of the movie we're talking about.
Yes, definitely I do.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell our viewers. I'm pretty sure they don't know it so well.
Yeah, this is the Heart of Africa movie, which was written. The movie is based. It was written. The book. We have a book about the Heart of Africa, which was written by the Karen Blixen.
Yes.
That's back in 1937.
Okay.
But this movie was done in 1985.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those animals, they were introduced there.
Okay.
And then they adopted to the place and they started multiplying.
That's pretty amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a really good movie. I don't know if people have watched it, but you should make a point of watching it.
They should watch it.
Yeah.
They should. Yes. So when we're in Lake Naivasha, there's a lot of activities which people can do around there.
All right.
Apart from the boat ride, the visit to the highland, we also have other attraction nearby. We have the Hell's Gate National Park.
That name is very interesting.
The name is interesting, people need to go there and see why it's called Hell's Gate.
Why is it called that? Any idea?
Anyway, inside the park, there's a gorge.
All right.
Yeah. There's a deep gorge. And I think from the look of things, when you go there, you
Yeah.
know, because normal people do take a walk down the gorge.
Yeah.
And then you will feel like you're in hell. Yeah.
But they're not actually there. It's a beautiful
It's
place.
a beautiful place. It's
Yeah.
not there. It's not hell. It's a beautiful place with the good sceneries. Yeah. So Hell's Gate is on the south of Lake Naivasha.
Okay.
Yeah. Just from Lake Naivasha, you just drive few kilometers.
Yes.
Then you get into the Elsa. It's called the Elsa Gate. Yes.
All right.
It's not a huge park. It's about 68.5 square kilometers.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's most a scenery park. But there are animals inside. But for people who like adventure, that's the best place to go.
All right.
Reason being, there you will be able to, you can do a bike ride. You can do
Nice.
cycling inside the park.
Okay.
You can walk, yeah, from the gate all the way to the gorge.
All right.
You can also go and do rock climbing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know
That's
whether
very
you're
interesting.
Are you afraid of heights?
I am, but I don't mind, trying to conquer my fears. I do like trying out a
Should.
few different things.
They have towers there because there was a lot of, we have 2 towers which are formed because of the volcanic
Activity.
eruptions. Yeah, we
Okay.
have one tower which is called the Fisher's Tower,
Uh-huh.
and then we have the Central Tower.
Okay.
So people mostly do the Fisher's Tower. It's about 25 meters high.
Not so
Yeah.
bad.
Not so bad.
So, have you done rock climbing?
Personally, I've not done the rock climbing, but I've done the walking safari there, and I've done the bike. I've walked down the gorge.
All right.
So I've done quite a number of activities there.
So I think what we can do is we can go together and do the rock climbing.
Sure, you can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like
but you
that.
have to go first.
That's why I go first.
You go first.
And then you... No.
But they normally have their trainers there.
Okay.
There's somebody who is going to do it with you.
That's not a problem. We can do it together.
And
You
they
climb
have
on
the
one side and
appropriate gears.
and
then,
everything. Oh, perfect.
Good to go.
That sounds quite interesting. So I think I'll put that on my list. I don't know if guys want to put it on your list to try that out. Please let us know if you do.
Yes. Something else about the Hell's Gate National Park. There's a lot of geothermal activity. When you go there, you'll always be seeing some smoke, white smoke coming from an area.
Yeah.
So there's they tap the geothermal gas
Okay.
to make electricity.
Oh,
Yes.
so it's quite...
That's why we also have the all-carrier geothermal spa.
Ah.
Go there after, because it's very dusty,
Yes.
especially during the dry season.
Yeah.
It's quite dusty. So after you have done your walk, you have done your bike ride, you have walked down the gorge, you need to go and relax. So where are you going? You go to the all-carrier spa.
Oh,
It's a
natural.
warm. It's a natural warm.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a huge swimming pool which is warm with the natural warm water.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds nice. So you can just relax there as you then head out and go back to your respective hotels, lodges.
Sure.
Sounds very interesting.
So I remember when back when I was in college,
Yes.
we used to have there was a subject we normally called the survival techniques, and luckily I was school in Naivasha, so we went to Hell's Gate.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a camping. What we do, we go and camp inside the park,
All right.
and then there's one night whereby we are going to we are not going to camp in the same tent. Each one is alone, and you're not going to sleep on a tent.
Okay.
No. It's just a polythene paper. You're given a polythene paper, a huge one. Then you go, you make your own kind of a tent with the branches of tree.
Really?
That's where you're going to spend your night. And you are being spaced 100 meters from each other.
Oh my God. That sounds interestingly scary, if I put it that way.
It's scary for some people because we have quite a lot. We have hyenas a lot in the park. So at night you just hear hyenas loving. Behind you are pepper. It's not even a tent. It's the pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one thing which I still remember up to date.
Up to date. I can imagine. I don't think even I would ever forget it.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
What else about that area can you tell us?
Naivasha. Something else one can do when you're in Naivasha. It's the Mount Longonot. For those who want to do mountain climbing. It's not a big mountain. It's the height is about 2,776 meters above the sea level.
All right. So it's not very high.
Not very high. The whole distance from the gate to the top, because it has a crater.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. It's about 7.2 kilometers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is. You can make it up and down.
You can make it up and down in maybe 6 hours. You go 3 hours and come 3 hours.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah, but one thing, there are animals because it's a park.
Yes.
It's a park. So you have buffaloes on the way, so you just need to be
Yeah, but we do have guides, rangers who go with you, right?
Sure.
Well, that's good enough.
Yes.
So it's quite it's a nice adventurous area, you would say.
Lake Naivasha and its surrounding is a quite adventurous area.
Oh, perfect.
People should go and visit that place.
Well, that sounds very interesting. Is there anything else you want to share with us on this?
What else?
Or you can say we can let people come and then take them for something else to see. We don't want to give out everything.
We are not going to give out everything about the lake.
Well, that's quite interesting. So guys, that was a bit on Lake Naivasha. While you're there, we can recommend for you a couple of places where you can stay. In the boutique category, we'd go with Loldia House. It's a small place which has about a maximum of about 9 rooms with a pool, a spa, the usual bar, restaurant, everything is available there, including Wi-Fi. Then we would go with Enashipai Resort for a 5-star category. It has about 135 rooms, bar, restaurant, coffee lounge, pool, spa is all available as well. And then we have the Naivasha Simba Lodge, which has about 85 rooms with the usual restaurant, dining, bar, and pool, spa as well. So those are a few places that we would recommend you to say. There are other places as well, but just to touch on a few for you on that. Okay, so from where do we move from Lake Naivasha?
Okay, from Lake Naivasha, just head to Lake Elementaita, which is just a nearby lake. It's about 30 kilometers from Lake Naivasha.
Oh, no, that's
very
quite close, huh?
close to each other. Yes, there we're going to find a small lake.
Okay.
Lake Elementaita.
All right.
Yeah, it's about only 25 square kilometers. Yeah, but now this one, it's quite different from Lake Naivasha. It's alkaline.
Wow.
It's very salty.
So they're like just a few kilometers away from one another, and one is fresh and one is salty.
Fresh, another one is totally salty.
I mean, nature is just amazing. Okay, so tell us more.
Yeah, that simply means that it doesn't have any outlet. It just have a seasonal rivers which feeds it.
Okay.
So in many cases, there's lake depreciates. Yeah, it gets shrinks, like especially when it's dry.
Yeah.
Dry is when it shrinks. The water levels goes quite low.
Okay.
Yeah. Then again, when it rains, the water levels goes up.
Oh.
So it's quite a shallow lake, but it's very important to the ecosystem. It has quite a lot of bird life, including the flamingos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because it has food for them, the algae, the green algae. So you'll find quite a lot of flamingos migrating there. Yeah, from the other lakes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I believe we have different types of flamingos.
Yes, we have the greater flamingo. Then we have the lesser flamingo.
How do you differentiate between the two?
It's the color.
Uh-huh.
It's normal. Mostly we differentiate them through the color.
Okay.
The lesser flamingo.
Yeah.
It's smart. It's pink. It has that's a pink plumage. Yeah. And then it has like the greater one. It has the black beak, and it's much white. It's like white in color.
It's a lighter shade of pink, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I think the common one is the lesser flamingo. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And are there any activities where one can do while at Lake Elementaita?
Yeah, there is. You can do a horse ride.
Oh, okay.
Around the lake. As I've told you, the lake is not that big.
Exactly. Yeah.
People even can walk around it. So people do the horse ride around the lake. Yeah, it's a good activity. And we also have there's something you can see while you are there at the lake. We have the Sleeping Warrior Hills.
Really?
Yeah.
I've heard that there's a myth about those hills, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a myth by the Maasai people. They used to believe that was a sleeping warrior. Yeah, when you look at the hills from a distance, it looks like someone who's sleeping.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the Maasai used to believe that that's a warrior who's sleeping.
Looking after them or something.
Yeah, then they give it the name the Sleeping Warrior.
Hills. Quite interesting, huh? Quite interesting. I know that they don't have very many. You can't do a boat ride on that lake.
You cannot do a boat ride on that lake because the waters are very shallow.
Okay.
The average depth actually is like 1 meter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not deep.
Not that deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good enough. So this is something people can see while, if they have time in Naivasha, they can go till Elementaita.
Yeah, you can do both. You can go to Elementaita, especially when there are maybe flamingos there.
Yeah.
You can go up, see the flamingos, then come back to
Naivasha.
Exactly.
Okay, right. And a few properties that we would recommend for you while there is, in the 5-star, we would recommend the Serena Elementaita. It has about 25 tents, a dining room, bar, pool, spa, but it's not something very big, but good enough in size, And the other place we would recommend would be the Centrum Elementaita Lodge. I would put it as a 3-star category. It has about 86 rooms, a pool, bar, spa, all that in it. And these are just a few. There are other places again which you can see or stay at, but these are a few that we would mention for you. Okay, so we spoke about Lake Naivasha and then Lake Elementaita. It's nice to know that they're so close to one another but yet so different.
Yes.
So which is our next destination that we are going to?
Now next we are going to Lake Nakuru.
Perfect.
Lake Nakuru is not far from Lake Elementaita. It's about 34 kilometers from Lake Elementaita. And it is also an alkaline lake. Yeah, not like Lake Naivasha.
Okay.
Yes. One thing about the Lake Nakuru, it's inside the park. Yeah. It's inside a national park. So it's surrounded by wildlife.
That must be quite a sight to see.
Quite a sight to see. And Lake Nakuru National Park, it's known as the bird's paradise. This is the best good place for bird lovers because of the flamingos.
Okay.
You will find them there in millions. So it's like the lake, it's just like a pink lake.
Wow.
Yeah.
Must be quite beautiful to see, huh?
It's quite a good scene to see. Yes.
Apart from flamingos, do we have any other birds that go to the lake?
Yeah, we also have we have the cormorants, we have the pelicans, those fish-eating birds. Because we also have there's a fish there which was introduced there. It's known as the tilapia, grahami.
Okay.
So that's why we have the pelicans there and the cormorants.
Coming there.
And we have quite other water birds. Yes.
Right. Okay. What else is special about the lake and the park?
Yes, let's talk now about the park. It's quite a beautiful place to go. It's a rhino sanctuary.
Okay.
That's one thing you have to note. As you know, rhinos they are endangered species.
Yes, they are.
They have to be really taken care of. So you'll not find the rhinos in just any park. Yeah, but when you go to Nakuru, you'll be able to see the black and the white rhino.
Oh, really? How interesting. How would you differentiate the two?
The black and white. Yeah, we have most of the difference is physical.
Okay.
You'll be able to see. The black rhino is much smaller in size.
Okay.
Compared to the white rhino. Then another thing is the black rhino is a browser.
Okay.
While the white rhino is a grazer. Yes.
Okay.
Another thing is when you look on the shape of their mouth, the lips, they're totally different. Like the white rhino, it's like a square.
Right.
Square shaped lips.
Okay, because of
because of hitting the grass. Yeah. Then we have the black one. It's more like it's sharp. The lip, the upper lip is sharp.
Oh, okay, a bit pointy.
It's pointy. Yeah, exactly. That's the word.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll be able, by look of it, you'll be able to see the difference. Another difference is that the black rhino they are mostly solitary animals. They are not like social like the white ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite interesting. Okay.
Sure.
Which other animal is in that park apart from the rhinos?
Apart from rhinos, we also have the endangered species of a giraffe, known as a Rothschild giraffe.
Oh.
Yeah, it's only found in Nakuru National Park and Giraffe Center in Nairobi.
Right.
So, but now there you'll find them in the wild.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's a very beautiful giraffe. By the look of it, you'll see as if it's wearing a white socks, because from the knee going all the way to the hooves, it's white.
Oh, quite interesting.
Yeah.
You say it's a type of, we have different types of giraffes in Kenya?
Sure. We have 3 types of giraffes in Kenya. We have the Maasai giraffe, which is most common in many parks.
Okay.
We have the reticulated giraffe. It's most found in the northern hemisphere, just up the equator.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that is in Samburu and Laikipia, those sides. Yeah, then we have this Rothschild giraffe, only found in the Rift Valley and in Nairobi.
Wow, that's quite interesting to note.
Sure.
All right.
Then Again, we have a lot of leopards in Nakuru.
Oh.
Yes. But because of the vegetation, as you know, Nakuru,
Yeah.
most of the trees there, we have this, the yellow-backed acacia.
Yes,
or
yes.
the viva tree.
Yeah.
So they camouflage a lot.
Oh.
So you might not see them that often, but they are quite many there.
Wow, that's quite interesting.
Yes.
So for us to want to spot, we should just go and literally
Yeah,
just sit near the trees, huh?
Sure, sure.
Okay, interesting. Go on.
Another animal you'll find there, interesting animal you find there is the striped hyenas.
Yes, I remember we spoke about hyenas in our previous one of our
Episode.
previous episodes. Quite interesting. So these ones are striped.
These are striped. Many people, they know the spotted hyena.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very common in other parks.
Uh-huh.
But here in Nakuru,
Uh-huh.
we have this striped hyena. It's not that common, and it's very, from physical features is that it's striped. It has some stripes.
Yes.
And it's also very fluffy. It has a lot of hair.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's smaller in size than the spotted hyena.
Wow. So we would see, would we see them as often as the way we'd see the spotted hyenas?
No, not that often. They are quite shy.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
I remember the last time I was there, I just spotted it and then it ran straight to the bush. So even it did not give any time for someone to take photos.
Photos, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite interesting how one species and two different types and how different they are.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, tell us more. This is
Okay, something
interesting.
else people need to know about Lake Nakuru
Yeah.
National Park. There's no elephant there. So people should not go there expecting to see elephant.
Uh-huh.
But at least you'll be able to see the 4 of the big 5.
Of the big 5.
Yes.
Right. Okay. That's
The reason
point.
because why they don't have the elephants is because of the size of the park.
yeah. It's quite
not
small.
It's small.
Yeah.
It's just 188 square kilometers.
Yes. Yes.
And whereby 45 it's water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's good point to note, guys. So no elephants in Nakuru National
No
Park.
elephants at all.
Okay.
Yes. Again, we have interesting lions there.
Really?
We call them the tree climbing lions.
We have tree climbing lions
Sure.
in Nakuru.
And I've seen them many times on top of the tree.
Well, I mean, that
So
must be a sight.
You might just think, oh, I've spotted a leopard. Only to know that is a lion on top of a tree.
That's so interesting.
Yes.
No, it's good to know that we have something totally different as well in Kenya, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you are there, sometimes when you are looking for lions,
Yeah.
you should also look on top of the
On
trees.
the trees, not just in
Not
the,
just
in
on
the grass.
On the grass.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
That's I think our next trip when we go, you should tell me look up, not
Look
down.
up, not down.
Look down as well, but mostly look up.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, good.
Another day and there, we also have a waterfall. It's called the Makalia waterfall.
Right.
That's one of the river which is feeding Lake Nakuru.
Okay.
Because we have 2 major rivers feeding Lake Nakuru. We have the Makalia
Yeah.
river. We also have the River Joro. Yeah.
Okay.
So Makalia has a waterfall. Yeah.
That's
And
quite
it's
interesting.
It's about 10 meters high.
It's good enough. That's
Yeah.
a nice thing. So
And
the park is unique, huh?
It's unique. It has quite a lot to offer.
I can see that.
From birds, animals, waterfall, scenery, because it has like cliffs
Yes.
whereby you can just go and have a very good view of like the entire lake.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. It's amazing how nature is different in one country, but you see different things in different areas.
Exactly.
Okay. What else do you have to tell us about this makes, I would say, this quite magnificent park?
There's something else you need to note. When you are doing your game drive in Nakuru,
Yeah.
especially when you are driving down those the acacias, we have a lot of baboons. Yeah, we have a lot of baboons. So sometimes they are not scared of or people, the car, vehicles. So just need to be careful. Does it come inside
The car.
big stuff?
But you're not supposed to feed the
Don't
animals.
feed the animals.
Okay.
There are quite many because we have like at the viewpoint.
Yes.
There are quite many, but when you get there, you advise just to close your roof
Yeah.
and your car.
Yeah.
They are not harmful
Okay.
unless you provoke them.
No, I don't think that would be interesting to do.
Yes, and also it's known to have quite huge pythons. I know you don't want to hear that, but
Yes.
they have been spotted several times. Huge pythons
Okay.
in Nakuru.
Right. So I need to be careful where I go.
No, that's a beautiful creature. You don't need to worry about it.
We shall agree to disagree on that.
I know.
Okay, I see. So pythons. Okay, guys. Sorry, but even the name is a bit freaky.
Yes, so something which is happening like Nakuru, because I think it's because of the climate change, it's like the lake is swelling.
Yes, I
The
noticed
water
that.
levels have really gone high. Yeah. Even so, some trees are inside the water now.
They're submerged, huh?
Yeah, they're submerged and they have dried.
Wow.
So,
Well, what can we
but
do?
still, it's a good place to go. A lot of birds, flamingos, a lot of animals. Yeah.
That's quite interesting. So, guys, make sure would you say it's a good stop from Nairobi? You go to Naivasha, Nakuru, and then proceed to our world famous Masai Mara.
Yeah, it's very, for connectivity, it's very okay. Very okay because you can start either, you can start with the famous Masai Mara, then you can finish with the three of them, maybe in 2 days.
In 2 days.
So, yeah.
Okay, so connectivity is good.
Very good.
Yeah, because the distance from Nairobi to the 3 lakes and the park is
even
not
a day trip from Nairobi, people do can go and come back.
All right, but it would be an early.
Yeah, that's a rush. That's a rush safari.
Okay, to Naivasha would be okay because you said
okay.
it's 2 hours.
Yeah, it's 2 hours.
But to Nakuru
is about 3 hours or 3.5, depending.
But you'd
on
have to leave early.
Very early.
Okay, so those are good points to note as well, as I'm sure guys would like to have appreciated that. So do you have anything extra you'd like to tell us, or are we letting guys calm down and see for themselves?
I'll just let guys calm down and experience those 3 lakes. Each lake has something to offer.
Of course, I mean it's nice that Naivasha has so much. It's scenic beauty, I would say, and adventure. Sure. A lot of things, to get your adrenaline going fast. And Elementaita seems a bit of a calm place. You can enjoy a nice horseback safari or a walk safari around the lake, and then you come to Nakuru and wow, you're hit with so many different things. So that's really nice. Thank you so much for this info that you've shared with us. We do appreciate it.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll just quickly mention a few of the places where people can come and stay at.
Sure.
And then we go on from there.
Sure.
Yeah. So guys, there are a number of places that you can stay while you're in Nakuru. I would start off by mentioning or recommending rather, Sarova Lion Hill Lodge in a 5-star category. It has about 67 rooms, and then the normal amenities are pool, dining room, bar, spa. It does have a a nice big area for outdoor activities as well. Then the other place we would recommend would be Nakuru Sopa Lodge. That would go under the 4-star, I would say. It has about 60 rooms. Again, it has a nice pool, a bar, restaurant. Note that Wi-Fi is available in all the properties that we do mention to you. And for a 3-star place, it's a nice small place. It's called Flamingo Hill Tented Camp. It has 25 tents, has a nice pool, a restaurant, and a bar. Nice grounds as well.
Sure.
So they are the places, but we would recommend these ones. So other than that, I would say once again, thank you, Bosco, for coming.
Welcome, Mara.
And let's hope we can get guys to come into our next...
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing guys coming here.
Yeah, I know. I think we're all eagerly waiting that.
Yeah, eagerly waiting for that.
So thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. And for more information, stay tuned to our next week's episode. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So stay safe and thank you for watching.